Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another empowering episode of Pep Talks with Megan De La Concha. That's me, Megan. I am so excited, of course, as always, to be here with you guys to just have another empowering conversation. So, as of now, we are quite a few episodes into the season, and I just cannot express to you how amazing that feels and how honored I am to truly be able to sit here and have these types of conversations with you. Just like every relationship, friendship, acquaintance, coworkers, you get to know people the more you talk to them. You don't necessarily know everybody's life story the first conversation. And if you did, sometimes you're like, that's a little too much information I didn't care to know. So I realize that I have an amazing platform here to be able to share my story. But little by little, I'll be sharing more and more and more of why I'm here and my experiences. And I just want to reaffirm with you guys that this is not just a Sunday fun day, night hobby that I have just picked up. This podcast has a true purpose. And I know I've said it before in different episodes, and I'm going to say it again because for anyone who is picking up, maybe this is their first episode that they're listening to, I just want to reiterate the fact that I have created this podcast around a purpose. Okay. And I know that Pep Talks with Megan De La Concha is just a 30-minute window that I have to share with you. It's not really a lot of time. You think that it is, but once you start recording, it's really, the time really goes by pretty fast. So this is really just a sliver of time that I get with you guys. And obviously, my life story would not fit into a half an hour. But this is more than just me being perky and peppy and just trying to be a happy-go-lucky person that you get to listen to on a weekly basis, okay? Every story that I share with you guys comes from my heart. It comes from personal experience that I have. Everything that I'm talking to you about, let's face it, is more or less me pretty much talking to myself because I've got to lift myself up every single day. No matter how empowered you are, how confident you are, how resilient you are, you need a pep talk almost every single day because life comes and it comes hard at you sometimes. And there's so many doubts and there's so many uncertainties that can so easily swarm your head that you have got to be your own cheerleader at times. Of course, you need to surround yourself with people who support you and encourage you and are cheering for you and pick you up when you're down, but you've also got to be that way for yourself. So I just want to bring this forward and share another little piece of my life. I know most of you who don't know me and have either known me through a program or known me through social media and have come to this podcast, you may think, my God, she's the most peppiest, perkiest, happy-go-lucky, valley high girl I've ever listened to. And trust me, I have heard that my entire life, okay? I have always been very perky. I've always been very happy. It just comes from my soul. I have a happy spirit. I've been smiling since I was born, and I've heard it all from elementary to middle to high school to even now. Yes, grown adults. I have heard that I am a ditz, I'm a ditzy blonde, I'm an airhead. I have heard all the blonde jokes in the book, okay? I've had people ask me, were you a cheerleader growing up? Because you're just so peppy. Ask me, like, oh my God, why do you talk like that? Are you just a sweet Valley High girl? Nope, I'm from Florida, but thank you. And no, never was a cheerleader. I honestly am not coordinated enough. And I was an athlete. I know a lot of cheerleaders or former cheerleaders that are out there listening are probably going to be like, we're athletes too. And I didn't say that. I just said I grew up being an athlete. I played volleyball and I was very, very good at it. I'm just going to toot my own horn there because the fact is a fact. I was captain of my junior varsity team, captain of my varsity team. I went off to college. I know I've said before, I received my education pretty much 3 times over as I hold master's degrees, but that's just education. That doesn't mean anything about intelligence or wisdom. But I'd like to say that through the experiences I've had, I've definitely gained the wisdom that I need and that I have to be able to share with you. So, yes, this is me at the core. However, this was dimmed for a very long period of time. I know you guys think, what the heck? She doesn't know anything about life. What has this girl gone through? What, she broke a nail? I bite my nails, so I don't get my nails done. So no, I haven't broken a nail. Or, what's the worst thing that happened to her? She streaked her tan? No, not at all. And frankly, I don't really care what people think about me now because I am so steadfast in who I am that it's a very liberating feeling to still get people who prejudge me, which that's just life. People are going to prejudge you no matter what. And that's okay because I know once people get to know me, they will know that I've been through some real shit in my life. Okay. There was a period of time where I was surrounded in verbal, emotional, mental abuse. There was a period of time where I was torn down to the very core. I was broken. I was the subject of gaslighting, which, if you aren't familiar with the term gaslighting, it is very common in narcissists who are master manipulators of the mind. And when they gaslight somebody, it means they do something to harm somebody else. And when that person confronts them about it, they have a very convincing way to make you believe that it was your fault. And it always starts with, well, if you hadn't done A, then I wouldn't have done B. And typically, you're very close to this person. This person plays a very huge role in your life to the point where you start to believe those lies. There was a time in my life where I had no idea who I was. I had lost my light. I had lost my smile. I lost my positivity. Everything that anyone else saw on the outside was all fake. There was a point where when I woke up in the morning, I didn't know if I was relieved that yesterday was done or if I was filled with dread because of what could be coming that day. There were days where I was literally just surviving, and by any means possible. There were days most days where I self-medicated from morning to night just so I could escape the reality that I was truly in. I was high most of a 7-year period, pretty much all day. And it got worse and it got worse and it got worse until I had my son. There were days I was ashamed. I was guilty. I felt so empty inside. I believed that I was dumb. I believed that I was a good for nothing. I believed that I was crazy. I believed that I was at fault for everything that was going on in that period of life. I blamed myself for a lot of the situations that happened that just happened due to the nature of the situation. I was burnt down to ashes. Ashes. There was no part of me that was left. There were so many times that I packed a bag and I would hide it And I just wanted to run away, and I wanted to tell the next person that I saw what was going on and to help me, but I was so afraid of the repercussions that I froze and was basically frozen for almost 7 years of my life. I was withering away to nothing, and I was enduring words. I was enduring acts that nobody should ever have to endure. And I know a lot of people are. So I have been through hell. Hell as I know it. But I stand here today. Actually, I sit here today. And I'm on the heaven on earth. I know what it's like to feel you are dirt. You are less than dirt on the ground. I know what it's like to feel broken. I know what it's like to not be able to breathe. I know what it's like to look in the mirror and not recognize who the heck you are and what you've become. I know what it's like to be so inside of your head that you don't even know how to move a finger. I know what it's like to hide in your room. I know what it's like to hide from other people. I know what it's like to be isolated from your friends and your family. I know what it's like to be manipulated. I know what it's like to have somebody prey on your anxieties till it makes you physically sick. I know what it's like to be treated like dirt, to be talked down to be held down like you're drowning underwater. But guess what? You don't ever drown. You're just always holding your breath. And there have been moments where I just wish I would just drown. Because I was so far in, I didn't know how the hell I was going to get out. But God did. And He got me out. He carried me. He said, enough is enough. And He carried me out of that situation. So I know what it's like to be beaten down time and time and time again. And as it was once explained to me by my therapist, once I started the healing process, was having being through a situation, being through a traumatic situation. And I know that we've all been through trauma that could be anything from your best friend leaving or moving away when you're in second grade to people have been through absolutely outrageous, unimaginable torture, abuse. But trauma is trauma, and our body reacts to the same trauma the same way. It anatomically changes the structure of your brain. That's how impactful a traumatic situation is. And when you're in a traumatic situation for a number of years, when you're chronically traumatized, imagine your brain rewires itself. This is evidence-based. This is not just me speculating. This is hardcore science-based. So when you start the healing process, you are literally having to rewire your own brain. Do you know how hard that is? But it is doable and you can do it. I know because I've been there. I've done it and I continue to do it, and it's only gotten better. Even through my roughest, darkest days of healing, it has been better than the last. So that's why I'm here. I am the voice for women who feel they don't have a voice in a situation that they're in. I know what that's like. Loudest talker in the room, fastest talker in the room, the talkiest talker in the room went down to nothing. Nothing. I didn't even know the sound of my own voice. I couldn't even recognize my voice. Everything I said was manipulated, the tone of my voice, the depression, the anxiety. So I'm here to take a stand. I am here to speak out. And is this uncomfortable? Hell yeah, it's uncomfortable. You know why? Because people are going to hear this and know exactly what I'm talking about, and they're going to be pissed at me. And that's okay. Because I'm here to take the stand that I couldn't take for myself years ago, but I've learned how to take, and I'm standing for you. I am here for you. I am here to be your voice. I am here to be that person that I needed. To someone to say to me, hey, it's okay. I know how to get out of this. I know what steps to take to become your most amazing, resilient, confident, badass self. I know how to get there. And you can live your best life. This does not define you. This has not broken you. Physically, you may not be able to pick yourself up off the floor. I know that feeling. But what people fail to understand is they could never touch my spirit. Ever. They couldn't even come close. And with the healing, my spirit grew and grew and grew. And I love to refer to the term that I am a phoenix. I rose as a phoenix from the ashes. You can't touch me. And I am here to be that person to someone out there who feels they can't just be that person yet. I am here to tell you, yes, you can. And it is in you. It might be a little bit dim right now. It might be covered in darkness and ash, but you're there. You have it in you. I know I'm only here for 30 minutes every week, but you can reach out to me anytime you want. I am here for you. That is my purpose in life. God did not allow me to rise up from the pit of hell I was going through to just remain quiet and lead a mediocre life. I was not built for mediocrity, and I'm not going to settle for it either. And my purpose is to sit here and to reach out to you. And if the only thing you have is the sound of my voice, then follow it. Down below are all of my handles, my Instagram, my Facebook, my website that has my email on it. Email me. Talk to me. You can schedule a call with me. But if this is the only way right now that I can get my voice out there to say you can grow in grace from the ash that you're in, if you are hurting, if you feel like you are dying inside and you're in so much pain, I am here for you because I have been there, dead inside. The only thing that kept me from probably not doing something harmful to myself was because I was high. I'm going to be very frank and very honest. It wasn't hardcore drugs. I'm not diminishing the fact. The fact isn't the drug that I took. It's the fact that I took something so that I can mask my life, you guys. I wanted to escape so bad. And the only way I knew how, I didn't know how to escape the four walls. I didn't know how to escape the grip. I didn't know how to get out of my own self or rise above. I was not strong. I was weak. I was so weak, and I was being forced down. I was held down. So what did I do? I got high all day long. So I didn't face the reality of the life that I was in, of the situation I was in, because I was too weak and I was too scared to do anything about it. I know what it's like. But like me, I'll be damned if that ever held me down. Trust that. And same thing with you. You have the light inside of you. You are there and you're alive. And you have everything that you need. But I am here for you if you need a friend to whisper in your ear and tell you, you can do this. Follow me. You don't have to go through this alone. And you don't have to go through this blindly. You don't have to figure this out on your own. I'm here. I've been through it. Take my hand and let me lead you out. Let me lead you into the heaven. Let me guide you so that you can gather yourself up and you can blossom into being the most incredible human being that you have ever imagined yourself being. So this podcast serves way more than just a 30-minute, hi, I'm Megan, welcome to Pep Talks. Hell yeah, I want to empower you through your week. Hell yeah, I want to remind you that you are the shit. And excuse me for all the cussing, but sometimes we all know it calls for that, okay? But you are it. You are a freaking badass. I know I am. I am a badass that lives a badass life. And ain't nobody going to tell me different. I refuse to believe anything differently because I believe the truth. And if someone wants to tell me different, it's a lie. And I don't believe lies. So I'm here to remind you that I am not any more special or had any more opportunity than you. I am here for 30 minutes a week to tell you you've got this no matter what is going on this hour, this day, this week, the situation. You've got it, and stay strong and reach out to me because I'm here to help you and you're going to make it through. You are you at the core. It is there. It is alive. You can be whatever you want to be. And I know it sounds like I'm a kindergarten teacher right now, but it's the truth. Whatever situation you're in, whatever you're going in, whether it's just a season of life or whether it's just, just something you're going through right now, or whether it's something that you've been in for a really long time, it does not have to end that way. It didn't start that way. It's not going to end that way. You were somebody amazing before shit hit the fan, and that's okay. That's life. But that doesn't mean it's just life and that's it, period. You have the strength that you never knew you had. And you might not know it right now, but I do. And that's why I am here to tell you I know what is in you. Because it was in me. And if I can make it out not only alive, but I can make it out and I can stay out and I can build this life and grow in God's grace the way I have, anybody can. No one deserves to live feeling like how I felt years ago. So no, I'm not a girl from Sweet Valley High in California. I've never been to California, and this is no knock on them, but that's not me. No, I'm not a cheerleader. No, I'm not an airhead. No, I'm not a ditzy blonde. I am a person. I am a woman who experienced the depths of hell in my life and went from ashes to grace. I am an intelligent, I am a wise, I am an empowered, confident, resilient woman who bases her life on faith and faith alone. That's who I am. And that's what I'm here to give you every week, whether it's through sarcasm, whether it's through a pep talk, whether it's through just giving you the life that you need, a little light. That's who I am, because as you can see through all this, my spirit didn't die. This is exactly who I was, but I'm just bigger and better and stronger now. So no, it didn't die. My physical form, my mental health was completely crumbled. You can ask anybody that was very close to me and my family during that time. You can ask them. You can see it in pictures. Maybe I'll just post some pictures up from when I was really unhealthy, in every way, shape, or form. I will put up pictures from during that time and now, and you will see the difference. You will see that light. But it's always there, and it is there in you, and you've got this. You have this. That is my promise to you, and I do not break my promises. You have it in you. And if you need more than just a 30-minute conversation with me, please reach out to me. I'll put my info out here below again. But I just wanted to remind everybody what the purpose is behind this podcast. Hell yeah, it's fun. I love it. I love it so much. Y'all don't even understand. I could have one listener and it could just be me listening to myself, but that's okay. Because sometimes I need to listen to myself. So yes, it's completely fun, but there's a purpose behind this. There's a reason I am here. And I hope that whoever needs to hear this message catches this when they need to hear it. Because I'm always going to be here. I know what it's like. You are not alone. I know it feels like it right now. You are not alone. I know 100% what it's like. From the ins and the everything, I can't express enough to you. You're not alone. And you've got this. You are strong. Take a deep breath right now, wherever you are, and just whisper or shout the words, I am strong. I am enough. I am strong. I am enough. And if you need me, you know where to find me. I hope you all have a wonderful, empowering week. Please subscribe on any of my platforms, but especially YouTube. And you can also listen to me on all your favorite podcast platforms. But I'm so honored and blessed to be here today. And I hope that I didn't bore you and that I just shared a little piece of what I've been through with you guys so that you know who you're listening to, okay? Have a wonderful, wonderful week, weekend, night, morning, whatever y'all be doing. Do it with greatness because that's exactly who you are. And the healing will come. That will come. I promise. I'm happy to get you there. All right, y'all. I'm out.